Okay, welcome back. This is part 2 of our Keyman app testing bot introduction, and now we want to get more in depth with how you actually write tests from a developer's perspective. So, Mark, you're gonna help us understand in a demo repository, as I understand.
Yep. So I've got a little playground where I won't do any harm and annoy other people. So why don't we go and have a look at that? I'm just going to share my screen. Yeah, so I've got a little playground here, and I'm going to use the GitHub .dev, which you can access by doing dot, and that just gives you a live editor into your repository, which is very cool.
Surprise! Yeah.
Wait for that to load. I'm going to create a new branch. What shall I call this branch? I'm going to call it Chris, just because.
Oh, I'm honored.
Oh, wait a minute. I have to do create new branch, Chris, like that.
There you go.
Okay, and we'll switch to the branch. It's going to reload the editor on the tree/Chris. And let's edit README, the README. All right, Chris was here. And then the normal workflow, we need to stage that.
Yep.
Put a commit comment. Then we can create a pull request directly from here. So we'll just do that because it's quick and easy. Create. Okay, so we now have a pull request, which is number 10 on this repository. I'm going to go back into here. The playground, we're going to have a look at our list of pull requests, and there's one. Now you'll see immediately we've got a user test missing label because I've not actually defined any tests yet.
So this thing is already gone and scanned and has already sort of chided you for not having user testing.
That's right, and it got there 1 second after I created the pull request, so it was it was pretty excited to actually add its comments. So if we scroll down here, we get error user tests have not yet been defined. So let's fix that. So I just some sort of a brief comment about why I've created this.
Yeah.
So I say user testing. So that's the tag. The header is what it looks for, and I could do that. A double hash doesn't matter.
Okay.
So let's go test spelling. Is all the spelling okay? And I'll update that. We're going to scroll down, and we're just going to wait a second for GitHub to do a refresh.
Yeah, sometimes that GitHub refresh is a bit slow on the.
Wait a minute. All right, let's have a look at this. I may have. Let's just a single hash and make sure I haven't made a silly there. GitHub is still not. There we go. It's doing some work there. It's added the user test required and removed user test missing labels.
Okay.
And then we can see here it's putting the test spelling open.
Okay.
So now it's saying we haven't yet tested this. It's waiting to be tested.
Got it.
So let's go to the workflow for the tester now. Oh my gosh, you've got a lot of work here. You poor tester. It's okay. I'm going to be the tester, and we're going to add a test result. So test spelling. Actually, I just need to quickly have a look at that.
Yeah, you need to actually review it.
What's that was business? That's shocking. Okay.
Normally,
obviously, you're going
normally
to
Australia?
Yeah, normally you're going to run the program and you're going to take notes on what's going wrong, screenshots and things. But for now, we're just going to say, let's go. Failed. Was is not how you spell was.
Okay.
And now we're waiting for it. And the bot's gone, okay, you finished your testing, good job. And I've got a big red. So I've got to go back and fix something. And again, the check is now saying 1 failed test.
Right.
And so I'm going to say,
That's how. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so you were way ahead of me. So I've just told it to retest, and in doing so, I've also told my poor beleaguered tester to retest, and the tester says, "All right."
I love how the comments like stick, like the one line comments are. It's almost like a GitHub, a Git commit line that.
Yeah, that's the same motivation. I don't have anything about 50 characters on this because I don't think that's important for this pattern. But yeah, just a short comment there. Don't write a Tolstoy War and Peace or something in there. And you can see now it says passed. I can drill down and it's like there. Okay. Now there is something though. I realized I've forgotten some of my one of the things I need to do.
Right. So you got another test that
you
need to add on later.
And now we've got another one. Now you'll see here it says retest, and that's because I already had this Keyman app bot retest. So let's go and make it look a little more friendly and we actually only wanted to retest test spelling. Normally you're not going to worry about little details like that, but in a moment that retest should disappear. Pop.
Yeah.
Test grammar passed. Who am I to argue with? Aussie phrase. And then we can go back up here and we'll see in a moment it's going to go pop, I hope. Yeah.
Okay, so you've added the test grammar and it's passed. You've got the message. So this is like ready to merge. All the status checks are passing. You've had the conversation, and so you can just merge it.
Let's go ahead and merge it, and then you're going to live forever in this. I can even delete the Chris branch. So that's the basic workflow. Normally there'll be more than one person involved in that process, of course.
Yeah,
but that's what we do.
Then we can.
I'll just quickly say here, this is the source code. It's all open, so you can just run and have a look at it on our GitHub.
Fantastic.
Status.keyman.com. So it's a very basic bot that uses the ProBot library from, I think it's from GitHub, that just allows you to integrate very, very easily into GitHub, and I won't take you into the detail of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
But so that just gives us the ability to make changes very quickly. It's just in TypeScript running on Node.
Okay.
It's just very, very lightweight.
So
I think, Chris, you asked me to show this, so now I have to.
Yeah.
So
I want you to show us how this integrates with your management, your project management process.
Right. Well, I won't go into too much detail on this because I think we could be here for quite a while, and I get all excited anyway. My team laugh at me. So what I'm just going to show you here, I've got one pull request, number 5701, and this shows all our pull requests that are currently open in all the different areas for Keyman.
Yeah.
So looking at this particular one, 5701, we can see that our build is passing, the code review is pending, and I've got one failed test. And that correlates. The background is the build status, the little dot there is the code review status, and the border is the status of user testing. So I can see at a glance where things are at.
Oh.
And it's actually quite busy right now. I've zoomed it in a little bit so it gets a little bit ugly, but there's a lot of open pull requests and quite a lot of code review that needs to be done.
It's a thing of beauty, Mark. So thanks for that teaser.
Now, I'll just quickly show one other example. So this is one of our other developers, Josh, who's very good at creating test suites. So we've got the idea of a test suite. So this particular.
So this is like advanced, the advanced way of setting up user testing scenarios for the developer. Like how do you sort of queue these things up and organize them with suites and groups?
That's right. So we've got suites. So this has got a suite desktop and a suite phone. So it's doing testing on 2 different kinds of devices. Then you can see that for desktop, we actually want to test on Win and Mac. Now we could have done Linux as well, but fortunately for the tester, we decided that, well, Joshua decided that probably wasn't necessary. And then for that suite, we can see we've got a number of tests there. The precise instructions have been collapsed using GitHub flavored Markdown. And I won't go into the detail of that, but it means that when the instructions are long, you can collapse them down, and it makes it easier to read what's necessary to actually do there.
That's cool.
Then if we scroll down to the test results, we can see that it's grouped it all. So we've got the big green that says, yes, everything has passed in all of the entire suite. And you can see that the test resizing is replicated here and here. So we've got it twice, even though it's only specified once.
Right.
So the idea being it just makes it quick and easy to actually go through and look at what's happening. The notes here is that little hint that even though it passed, perhaps there's something I need to look at. And you can see here, he's put a comment there about that. And then we can see here that, well, because one of the tests failed, that means the entire group is marked as failed and the entire suite is marked as failed.
Right.
So that's a more complex testing scenario. Again, when he's actually writing the results, it's reasonably straightforward. He can just use, in fact, let's go and have a look at the markdown because it's fun. He's pasted some images in, but it's pretty straightforward to write all of those results. He's used bolding to make it look prettier, but you don't have to do that. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, well, thank you for.
I'm not sure if it.
So thank you for taking us through the whole, user testing bot, and I'm really impressed with what you've done, and I think you have a particular eye to how to take this. Really just an eye to how to focus the resources that we do have, and we're always short on resources, and use them in the best way that we can towards producing high quality software. And so I think it's a really neat thing that we can learn from in language technology and even outside of that. So thanks for showing us, and
Cheers.
I hope that we can follow up with another video at some point too. So, well, thanks, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
All right, take care.
Thanks for the opportunity to do a show and tell.
Yeah, my pleasure.